Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel Envision OPG One Piece gameplay. We are in game 2 of the Zoro v Luffy matchup. If you haven't seen game 1, go ahead and do that. I'm going to stop you here. Just hit pause. Go to game 1. Watch it. I made an announcement for a starter deck drawing. I'm going to be giving away starter decks. So if you can, go watch game 1. Find out who wins game 1, right? And then come back, watch game 2. Watch them in order as they were intended, right? I am here with my good buddy Jarrett Hubbard, or ZZ Lion O on Twitch. Jarrett?
That's me.
Hey, he is here. All right. So we did game 1. Let's hop into game 2. We're gonna be doing commentary. So maybe we can talk through some of our plays and our thought process. The red v red matchup is something that we hadn't really done a whole lot of. And so getting to play test it was good. I learned a lot. I learned that Luffy's really dangerous. So if nothing else, I'm now just scared of Luffy.
Yeah, I also think it's a matchup that if you're playing in the Treasure Cups or locals in OP1, you're going to see it pretty often. I think there will always be a Zoro player and a Luffy player in your meta.
Yeah, the fact that they're obviously their main characters in the show, right? So like one of the biggest appeals to play the card game is if you watch the show, you have a favorite character. My favorite character is Sanji, but I do like Zoro, so I'm going to play Zoro, right? Just makes sense.
Everybody likes Zoro.
Yeah, and Luffy's probably one of the better main characters of
He is
any anime, but
he is my favorite protagonist out of the big three.
yeah. All right, so let's hop into this.
I had the Otama.
Oh, we're talking about our last game. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on silent so y'all don't hear our in-game commentary, as much fun as that would be. We probably say some things that just wouldn't be good for an audience.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, a red deck does win.
A red deck does indeed win. All right.
So I can already see a Nami off of the top 5, so that's a snap keep for me.
Oh, Nami search, or does it matter?
Yeah, search Nami. Yeah, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, any Nami is good in Luffy. You can start. You could literally just, if somebody were to tell you, "Hey, you're gonna have a Nami in your opening hand," you're just gonna be like, "Yes, I will take that."
The fact that even if you hit the other Nami, not the search Nami, that you can on turn to drop a Zoro, swing for 6, move a Dawn over to your leader, swing for 6, it's a lot of pressure to already put someone under.
Yeah, I had to mulligan, so it's kind of rough, but we did hit a Nami, not the ideal Nami for Zoro, but a good Nami, and I use her effect even though I can't swing, just for funsies. Apologies if you didn't understand why I did that.
It is just something you do on the road.
It's because I can, right? That's why you do it, because that's why you do anything, because you can do it.
Yep. So we search Nami, grab a Nico Robin, one of the more important cards, and then I drop a second Nami.
Oh, I forgot you did that.
So I have some choices here, and I'm pretty sure I make the wrong choice. Or at least I felt like I did.
I don't think I got to see what your choices were.
It was between a Rush Luffy or a Red Hawk. And I take the Rush Luffy. I think I should have taken the Red Hawk here.
Yeah, I was just asking your first one because you did it twice, and I have a memory like Dory from Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that is probably like the most optimal turn 1 going second red.
Yeah, you Nami search, grab a Nico Robin, Nami search, grab a 5-drop Luffy. It's definitely scary. Here I'm just gonna swing face. Yeah. And I play Rush Sanji, which I like in the deck. I don't necessarily like playing him this early on. Like if I can, ideally I'm putting out a Nico Robin here or a Zoro here, but Rush Sanji's fine. He's just kind of an easy target. Not not very easy to defend. Like it requires a 2K shield here, and I dropped it because my hand is not great. I've got an Uda and Otama in hand, and so I was trying to protect my Sanji if at all possible. And you're just gonna don up your and I dropped the Uda here because I've already used resources to protect it, and so if I can keep my foot on the pedal, then I'm going to allocate resources to do that, especially when my hand's as weak as it was.
Yeah, that's fair. Uh, I was very. I kind of knew your hand must have been kind of mid to
Mm-hmm.
protect the Sanji like that.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I'm going to Uda here and just grab the 2K blocker from hand, or add the 2K blocker to hand. Nami skill here, put it on Zoro, give everything plus a 1,000. Yeah. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I am trying to control your board as much as I can. Um,
Yeah, I mean she's dead next turn anyway, so it's
yeah.
like
Yeah, I see, and I actually think I made the comment like she's not going to survive when Nico Robin attacks.
yeah, that's
'Cause-
very fair though.
yeah,
The only thing I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, nothing changes with what you do.
yeah.
So I think it's a fine attack. So I have 3 Rush Luffy's in hand, which is cool, but means which usually means you can't block anything,
Right.
which is not cool.
Yeah, so here you're going to
Uh,
swing at Sanji and you're going to pop the Nami. I kind of expected it, and I have nothing for that. Absolutely nothing for that. I'm
yeah,
not
so we're
trying
gonna
to drop another card from hand, and I have a standing attacker, so that makes me feel a little bit better going into my next turn.
yeah. So I don up the Luffy trying to play around a jet pistol just in case things get weird.
Yeah, a good player will always do that, guys. If you're not doing it, you're playing against red, and you have a 6K attacker on the board. Don them up, get them to 7, because if you swing and I jet pistol or whoever you're playing jet pistols on their life, it hits. So just allocate the Don. Just do it. Sorry.
Yeah,
I see people not do it all the time, and it's just like, man, you could have avoided it. And I've had to learn uh through getting triggered, getting popped. Oh, don't be me. Don't learn the hard way. So I put a Don under Uda just to get the 6 into the 4, make it difficult for you to block. You decide
yeah.
not to.
No, I'm
Obviously,
not gonna let two because we're kind of out of the mini character range. Like
right.
if this is set 2 and you're playing like the 1K or the one drop go wide strategy, I might try to invest more into her. But now I'm just kind of expecting to see Luffy's and things of that nature hit the board, which she doesn't really do anything to.
Sure. And I grabbed the Nami here with Uda so I could use her ability. I essentially get to recycle her. She's not normally a target I would pick. Like if I've got a Rush Zoro in there, or even a Nico early game, like I'm at 4 life right now, so Nico would have been fine.
Yeah,
But I didn't have many options in hand, so I just went with the Uda, grabbed the Nami so I could use her ability uh, down the road.
that's very fair.
And again, getting Zoro to 7 is a good thing. It's always good to swing odds and odds.
Yeah,
You either make your opponent drop 2 cards or take, right?
yeah. I mean, and I just didn't have even if I wanted to drop 2 cards, I just didn't have the shield to.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I've got 4 life and not a lot of cards here. If I try to protect that Uda, you swing into it again. I want you to swing at my life so I can get cards in hand. Um,
yeah, I'm trying to choke your resources right now. I'm trying to decide if I want to play a Rush Luffy, a Robin, or just jet pistol this Uda to get some pressure off the board.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, especially in the red. There's so many ways to get rushers on board.
Yeah.
So anytime you can take away an attack in red, it's probably a good thing to do. And I can't remember what you did here. I thought you jet pistoled it.
I think I jet pistol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn them sideways, bud. Yeah, and it is gone. So I think that's probably optimal. Again, I don't know like all of your hand, um, but
Yeah.
getting rid of attackers in red is just super important. And there you go, putting the Don under Luffy again.
Yeah. Anytime I feel comfortable that you're going to take an attack, I try to protect it.
Yeah, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, put another Robin on board.
Oh gosh, Nico Robin is just bad news for Zoro's deck. Just awful.
I know I have a Jinbei in hand. I don't know what else I have, but it was kind of awkward with the number of Dawn that I had.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna drop the 5K rush Luffy here, match your pressure, don up my Zoro with Nami's ability, and I'm trying to do some counting here. I know for sure I want to swing 8 into your Zoro going into it at the bare minimum. Swing 8 into Luffy.
Yeah, you have to require two 2Ks.
Yeah, so I got Zoro to 8 and Luffy to 8. And so I think honestly I'm thinking about whether or not I should swing face and give you another card in hand. I can't remember exactly what I decided to do here. And it puts Luffy in a spot where unless he gets jet pistoled, he stays on the board.
Yeah.
But I decided to keep the pressure on, swing face. And if you can't get over Luffy here or my life, then I probably swing for game on the crackback.
Well, I hit the jet pistol in life, but I don't use it because I want to use it for your Luffy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Outing it is more important than outing a chopper.
Yeah, and you got Nico on board. You can just pop chopper if you want.
Yeah. I guess in my head I'm trying to do math. Do I want to just go ahead and jet pistol now, or do I want to don up 6K and swing at Luffy with Robin to try to force some hand?
Sure. I think you end up doing the right thing. I think you jet pistol first.
Yeah.
And then you have a decision to make, and we talk about it on screen. So you're going to jet pistol here. You do the right thing. You get rid of my rush Luffy, but now you're going to don up your Nico Robin. Well, after you play another rush Luffy. Man, I forgot you did that. That's awful. It's good, but man, is that awful.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I don up the Luffy to make sure he can't be jet pistoled because I have to swing at face with Robin.
Yep.
I decide to kill the Nami.
Yeah.
Because she's putting in more work than the chopper.
Yeah. We hit the Red Hawk there. Minus 10K to your Luffy. So he can't actually attack anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I should have necessarily done that. I block here with Chopper because I'm just going to lose him next turn anyways.
Yeah, 100%. Don't take life when you don't have to.
Yeah. So, and I actually did the same thing. I blocked a 5K with a Chopper against Law in our locals as well. Sometimes you don't have a choice, and if you don't have to take needless life, don't.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think I decide to don up Zoro here and just swing just to see if you'll take, because I had options in hand. So if you take this, I think I drop the 9K, Maybe I do it anyways for pressure. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think you just jam a Shanks, or maybe you don't.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
decided.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just decided to go for it. Um, Shanks is a very
Shanks
scary
is
card to
Shanks is
have.
scary.
We're just gonna turn that thing sideways.
Yeah, that's what he's there to do.
Yeah. So by turning Shanks sideways, I've essentially put you in a position where you have to decide: do I swing for game here, or do I try to out Shanks? Because there's a good chance that if you don't out Shanks, you die on the crackback.
Yep.
So you're left with that predicament. Like, what are you thinking at this particular moment?
Uh, I'm trying to decide if I want to play my Shanks into it, if I want to just play another Rush Luffy and hope you can't
Yeah,
block enough.
yeah, certainly tough.
Yeah, it was. It's one of those kind of go big or go home moments.
Yeah, and it's not like so you've got to hit me 3 times this turn, so
Right.
I can take attacks to the face, and get cards to hand and potential counters.
Yeah, so I swing 7 at face just to see if you'll drop 2 cards, and then probably that still gives me enough Don to play out the rest of my hand if I want.
Yeah, and so I decided to take this. I had I think 4 cards in hand at the time. That gave me 5, which is a
Yeah,
good number.
yeah, you got 3 Sanjis and an Otama, so it's not like you're hurting.
Yeah, so I like to make you think that I have blocks in hand or counters in hand. So like people look at 5 and 6 cards and they go, "Man, this guy can definitely block any attack I swing with." Right?
Yep,
Um,
so I'm swinging 8 at face.
yeah. So I blocked this one. I realized that I'm swinging for game on the crackback anyways, and so I decide to take that one. Um, and this is just 5K.
Yeah,
Drop the block down. Um, Yeah, if you know you're swinging for game on the crackback and they swing at your face, I essentially just take it. The extra card might be something that you can use to win the game. Um, I don't know. That makes sense to me. So I'm
yeah,
just
I'm glad.
yeah. I don up
I'm,
Zoro here. I swing 11 at face.
I have. I think I should have blocked that. You
And
played the second
I
Shanks.
did
That's
play
what
the
it was.
second Shanks. Yeah, so I swung 11 here as well,
Yeah,
which
because
would require a lot. And you had a lot. You did have the
that
second
much.
Shanks,
But I didn't have another 2K shield in hand, and I die.
and that's the game, and that's GG. Um, so right now, as it stands, Luffy won game one, Zoro won game two, and I guess the rubber match is where we'll find out who tops who. Jarrett, thanks again for joining. I really appreciate it, buddy. Um, Before we go, we're going to shout out Anthony Cassell at Iron City Games, Jose Hiscanga, who is one of our playtest partners, a good friend of ours, great One Piece player. So I'm going to give him a shout out as well. Um, the whole crew at Iron City Games is awesome. If you're in the Birmingham area, make sure you go check those guys out. You guys are obviously tuned into the YouTube, but I also stream on Twitch, and it is Twitch. I am XNX Vision on Twitch. So find me there. I like to stream on the OPTCG Sim, build decks, play test. So you can watch me do that. I'll do some viewer games as well. Um, Jarrett, you want to shout out your Twitch?
Yeah, I'm ZZ Lino, like the Thundercat. On Twitch, very new to streaming. Don't have a lot up there right now, so bear with me.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. We'll be uploading more and more videos as we get this channel started. Thanks again, and have a great rest of your day.